family. How you guys doing? Ooh, adjust. Hope all is well, right? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope that these transits haven't shifted you and shaken you to a point where you want to feel like giving up, or you want to it's time for me to let this top go. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to let it go. Anyways, I hope that you haven't given up or wanting to give up. And if you do, it's okay to want to give up. Just don't stay in that. Don't dwell in that. Feel the feelings, right? As they tell us, feel the feelings and let it go. And I say they because there's many sources that tells you how to deal with anxiety and depression and things like that. And that's one of the things that out of the many things that you can read will tell you. You should feel the feelings that are that have come your way. You just should not dwell in them. Even happy ones, actually. You shouldn't stay in your serotonin and dopamine state too long, because it can, it can keep you, everything is good in doses, okay? Everything is good for you in doses. And I just kind of wanted to have just a little honest transparency type chat today, not just about this channel, because I really do these videos for me, and I'm trying to be consistent on the daily posting because it's just been laid on me to do so, and I'm shifting in my life as well, so I need to do this. I need to stay consistent in this, and I don't really have a topic. There was no specific download, and I was just like, dang, Natasha, you didn't think about that. What are you going to do on the days where you don't really have anything to deliver, when you really don't have anything to say? I mean, there is always something to say. I can pull oracle cards and a subject will flow, because the universe is always talking. Spirit is always talking. There is always something to be heard, something to be said, something to be taken in, lessons for growth, for and things of that nature. And I've deleted a lot of my social media, just the apps. I haven't deleted my placement on them. I've just deleted the apps. I don't want to be bothered. And you're like, oh, what about your clients? That's what virtual assistants are for. Anything business-wise, they will answer or send to me. Caitlin is great with that. She sends me screenshots of things, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get, And if it's something personal, they will send me screenshots of that too. And then, you might want to call so-and-so back, or this person is looking for you. But if that's their only way of reaching me, it's not that important. Okay, the people that are important and in my life can contact me. And this is the thing I'm talking about. I will not miss any opportunities that are for me. And I think, we're always talking about how, not I think, but we are always talking about how, I wish I could have done this or that, blah, 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 blah. There was a couple of tweets going around about the Munley girl, about how she was in a relationship with someone and she missed her opportunity to do a collab with Drake. And I was just like, people have to see beyond that one issue, because that could have been protection for her. She could have gotten into a collaboration with Drake and it escalated into something that she did not want for herself. She could have gotten into that type of collaboration, and now she's connected to entities and parts of the industry that she doesn't want any connection to. You know what I'm saying? And if someone like that at that statue wants to collab with you, guess who else is going to want to collab with you? When people at that level see stardom, it doesn't stop. I mean, we've all seen how Beyonce got rejected on Star Search. And hello, somebody. What is for you never misses you. You may feel like it's missing you. You may feel like it is never going to come. You may feel like, oh, I should have said yes to that instead of no. Or maybe I shouldn't have done that. With that payment, I should have done this. But then you realize something bigger is coming around the corner. Something larger is coming greater for you. Well, you don't realize it. It does. Boom, it hits. And it's like, wow, and it may have been something that she wouldn't have been able to control. Talking about going back to the money thing, where now her stardom is really in her full control. It took off on TikTok, and now she has a platform that she can control. She can say yes and no to projects, which she's always had, the ability and the authority to do. And I think we, let outside sources come in and tell us, girl, you stupid. I would have, which is why the person that does not have the opportunity, did not get the call, did not get the email, did not get the check, did not get the guy, did not get the girl, did not get the person, right? Did not get the pet, did not get the whatever it was. That's the reason they didn't get it, because you would have gotten, do you know how big that would have been for you? And da 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 da. Well, maybe she needs her arrival to come in slowly so that she can see who to actually work with, how to maintain it, how to sustain it, and not something that's huge and blow up. And now she has all of these handlers shuffling her around in the industry to where it's harder for her to say no now. And it's harder for you, girl, now you got to do this. Now you got to show up for this photo shoot. Now you have all these unnecessary obligations that you have no control over, because you said yes to one thing and now things are spiraling. And some people will be like, oh, that's a good way, Maybe not, depending on the person, the entity that is taking that in. We don't stop to think enough about how opportunities come to us, why they come to us at the time frame that they come to us. We're so excited about it. It's just like, oh my God, I just won $1 million. And it's just like, pause. I get the excitement, enjoy it, right? I just started off talking about the balance in your dopamine and your serotonin and all your good feelings, and then your pause in all of your bad feelings. I was just on a young lady's live who is a banging artist. She took a huge risk in going to LA, and she's just like, oh my God, I got to move hotels now. But she knew, and she said that in her life. She's like, I knew I was going to have to shift around. She said, it's just that the people who said they would help me, now it's crickets and they're not really around, which is part of that process. But God had to dangle a carrot in front of her for her to bust a move. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a carrot dangled in front of you to bust a move, and it's like, oh, okay. And then even though you may fumble it along the way, it's just like, dang, I really wish I would have stayed where I was. She's just talking about how she wish she would have stayed where she was, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, listen, you are in LA, the land of opportunity. And everybody in her life is like encouraging her and trying to help. She's like, I got cash, I can't put it on a card, I gotta get a hotel, da 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 da. So everybody's encouraging her, but nobody's giving her solutions. I'm like, listen, Mom, go get you a prepaid card. Transfer money from the prepaid card to the card that got your name on it, okay? That's going to take probably 42 hours, maybe 72 hours. You got to remember, it is Sunday. Now, I'm giving her solutions. And she was like, oh, yeah, and I can. And now her momentum is going. And now she's coming up with other ideas. She was like, well, I'm still going to have to get money. I was like, listen, you got 2 devices, set them both up. You're extremely talented. Put your cash tag up. Do an Instagram live and a TikTok live. And go somewhere where it's live in LA. Put your Cash App sign right there. So now you're getting triple donations from all of these places. And everybody's like, oh, you're smart. I'm like, it's not smart. It's just giving someone solutions to a problem that clearly they thought out, but she didn't fully think out everything. Like, she didn't be plan enough. I am a huge B planner. People be like, fuck a B plan. You don't need a B plan. Yes, the fuck you do. And if COVID did not, I don't even know. What platform am I on? Can I even, whatever. If the panty did not happen, a lot of people would be like, you see everybody bust a move. Oh, now we got to make money a different way because the jobs, blah, 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 and now this and this. And you see the world is shifting. There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with a just in case. You understand me? There is nothing wrong with the, well, you know, and I'm not saying depend on the B plan, but just know it's there. People that walk the tightrope don't necessarily need the net, but it's there. Because lawsuits, safety hazard, you know, we don't want brains splattered on the ground. It's there. Babies don't need to wear diapers. For real, for real. If you're that in tune to your baby, well, this is don't come for me in the comments about how to raise children and all of that stuff, because we do it all differently. But babies really don't need diapers. If you are in tune to your child, after a feeding, they're normally going to, you can bucket a bit, like what did you do before? What did we do before diapers? Okay. And before there were rags and things that were invented. Right. We put babies on, I'm melanated, and, there's a lot of things that's been passed down through my family because, we had to do what it had to do because we are descendants of slaves. So, problem solving and being resourceful is just what the fuck we do. Okay. And I'm unapologetic about that. I don't care what status I am in life. I will stay extremely resourceful. Okay. And I'm dangerous in the millionaire zone. I'm dangerous in the millionaire zone. So, because if you can survive at lower incomes and you properly read and gain knowledge in the manner that I have, when I acquired money, child cheese. Anyways, and no, it ain't gonna look like what you think it should look like. Cause like I said, I'm resourceful, and I am getting marked up in my sleep or something. That is just crazy. I'm resourceful, I'm knowledgeable, and I know how to sustain things. So anyways, I'm just saying, we let so many outside things influence us and how we're supposed to look and act, and I'm talking about just a person, period. Be it man, woman, transgender, I don't care what your status or how you identify as. The outside world, look at the letter community. They are so critical of each other. They fighting us, they fighting each other. They're fighting the cultures that they're in. And it's just like, fuck those people. Straight like that, man. Forget those people. You cannot be worried about the standards of others. Create your own standards, have your own preferences, and live by those. But you don't have to bash other people. And when I see people arguing about gender and all that, I mind my business. Because those who don't mind don't matter. Those who mind don't matter. Those who matter don't mind. Something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Hating hoes ain't happy. And happy hoes ain't hating. Nah, understand that. Okay? In my fabulous voice. People who it doesn't bother, I watched someone else on live, a transgender, talking about, I guess we're, what is it called? We're cis women now. We're not heterosexual women, whatever. I'm having such the hardest time keeping up with all the terminology because it's switching so, but I want to keep up with it because this is the thing. Changing the terminology as an older person, no, it ain't no big deal, or you don't really want to be bothered with it, but the children are learning it. So guess who's going to instill it? They don't need us to conform. They're giving it to the kids. The kids are going to do what they're going to do with it. You understand what I'm saying? So, anyways, they were saying, like, what are you going to do when transgenders get these uteruses? And then they'll be able to actually have baby. And I'm just, you know, to me, I'm like, okay. But the comments, though, I said, listen, if you're transphobic, just say that. If you don't like the people in that community, just say that. Like, because, like, women are going off, and then they want to talk about they don't care. If you don't care, you don't have to say you don't care. Just don't care. Like I did. I listened to what that person had to say, and then I kept scrolling. Like, you don't, I mean, I'm using it for the example of this video because we are so concerned about this, the outside, honey, the outside sources that don't have any real influence on your life or what it is that you're doing. Be the change you seek to have. I love Jasmine Garden. She was just talking about this on one of her videos in regards to, and I don't know what platform, so don't just Google her or pull her up. And she was just talking about how people don't focus on things that matter because they're not affecting them in their immediate space. So it's people like her and I, you know, who see things and then do effective change behind this. It doesn't have to be a big hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. You know, when you want to make huge effective change, especially as a smaller person against larger corporations, you have to do it quietly, silently, and you got to go over here and clip a piece of land. You got to go over here and start a nonprofit. You got to, you know, you just got to get your paperwork in order and just start doing stuff. And when it blows up, it blows up. But it's not for you to be like, oh my God, these people ain't helping me do da-da-da-da. If you want the change, you have to be the change you seek. And I'm going to pull on that. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But you have to be the change that you seek in this world. And those who agree with you will find you, follow you, connect with you, and assist where they can assist, and things of that nature. It does not have to be a whole, I need 20 million people right now. I need 12,000 people right now. You understand what I'm saying? We are so concerned about having the following immediately, you know, just as long as it took them to build America, to have slaves, to make any type of issue on this planet, it's going to take just that long to reverse it, to make anything better. And, you know, y'all can forget trying to change America, by the way. Like, until there is, and I ain't even talking about discussions, until there is actual action in changing the Constitution, in changing all of the things that form America and make America what it is, there is no change. And putting black people in places in Congress is not like whatever. Don't get it. It's progress is progress, I guess. That's what they're saying, but it's not going to be the kind of progress that you think it's going to be. Okay? And Ketanji Brown is an upstanding judge. She is going to uphold the policies as the law states. Okay? Judges do things to the letter, to the black. Judges see things in black and white. They don't see things, they don't see gray. The law says this, they will do this. And then they will do what they have in the constraints of the law. Period. That's how that works. Oh, look at that. Thank you. You getting ready to leave now, or this going to be later? No.
You say what now?
You getting ready to leave now, or that's going to be later? Later in the evening, like dinner time?
Yeah.
Okay. Just be mindful, okay? Just be mindful of your circle, who you have around you, and the decisions that you're making for yourself, and making sure that they are yours and yours to be had, and not the influence of something unwanted, right? Keeping a standard so that you can stay in a certain social circle status, so that you can have whatever social circle status. And I mean, like, if you live that life and you love that life, listen, this is not like judgment. This is not judgment. This is you. This is you following, right? The life purpose. Lightening your load. And that's how you're going to lighten your load. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for that. That's how you're going to lighten your load. Is going to be through knowing what it is that you truly want. And sometimes you have to isolate yourself for that. Sometimes you don't need to isolate yourself for long periods of time. You know, everybody's process is different. But you do need to understand that your journey is yours, right? We're all here to heal the world in a different way. Some do it through Congress. Some do it through becoming a doctor, lawyer, teacher, educator. Some do it by walking in their light work. You know, there is different ways that we can make the change that we seek to have. But it requires you to take action and stop doing this. And just actually take actions. Take steps. And I ain't saying follow the first carrot that's dangled. You know, that's absolutely not what I'm saying. But take steps towards it and plan as wisely as you can. And do lives and acts. You know, like the young lady singer did. She did lives and was just like, I'm stuck, y'all, blah, 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 blah. And then people just started coming in with, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You could do this. You could do that. Like, it's, you know, all of that, blah, 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 blah. You might not, you know, she's talking about day permits. I mean, it's LA. You might not even need a day permit in LA. It probably depends on what county and street you're on. You know, find that out while you out there and get your hustle on. And don't worry about who's not connecting with you now. And that's just in general. Don't worry about who's connecting with you now, who left you behind, who cut you off, who whatever. Listen, block those people and live your life. Because when you do smack down, when you do hit that all go button, and this is catching a little buzz, and now, oh, I heard you doing over. I might be. If they get a chance to talk to you. They might not get a chance to actually say anything to you. You know what I'm saying? Your line may just be flooded with things to do, darling, and you might not have the time. You know what I'm saying? You might not have the time. But look at this life purpose card and all of those moon cycles. You see these moons? There's so many moons. And then that bright light in the tree. Right? And I love how it's green at the bottom and green at the top. It's reflection, right? Be the change you seek, right? Full of greenery. With that bright light in the middle. Shining, honey. Shine. Shine bright like a diamond. Lighten your load. I just want you to take a good look at the artistry on the card and what it says to you. I mean, like, the world is on this person's back. And they're like, the heaviness. You know, stop thinking that you have to carry everything for everybody, because you don't. Okay? You don't. And I'm just going to pull a pink elephant oracle. That's what I call them, pink elephant oracles. I know they have a different name. I forgot the name. I don't know the name. But I'm going to call them pink elephant oracles. Sorry to the creator of these cards, because I use them all the time. Okay? I love them, though. The truth they speak. I love how that came out. Like, that is just perfectly aligned for the conversation that we're having, right? Right? Don't be concerned about the extra yada yada, bada bada, blah 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 blah. that everybody got to say about how you live your life, what you need to do, how you need to do it. Don't have a B plan. Oh my God. This is the plan and that's it. Yeah, stay on the plan. Don't deviate from the plan. But, you know, you want to be a doctor. You're in med school. But you want to kind of take a break. Take the break. Do something like work in pharmacy tech, or work, you know, like work near or in the field that you want to work in, or intern in, or volunteer in it, or whatever, and then go back to school. Like, stop letting people tell you you can't take breaks, you can't stop to figure it out, you can't, all of this, you don't, I mean, like, I love ET, so, like, you need to grind, but all of that, you can't stop to take breaks and get your mental, listen, your mental stability is what is going to push you through. Your mental health is what's going to help you stay focused on the A plan. So if you ain't taking care of that, I'm sorry to tell you, honey baby, but you ain't gonna make it, baby. You ain't gonna make it, because you're gonna be full of breakdowns all the time, and then nothing's gonna get done. There's not gonna be any progress in your purpose, because you're breaking down all the time and confused and trying to stay flossy, or trying to stay, you know, in the line with the cheeseburgers, when you need to be eating chicken, or you need to be eating fruits and veggies when you're eating fish. Like, you see what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying, because that's what I'm saying. Stay focused on you, what it is you want, where it is you want to go. And all of that. We plan to fail when we don't plan. Do we though? Question everything. Y'all know me. I question everything. All the sayings, all the regular da-da-da-da-da, and all of that. Somebody was saying the other day, and I'm not going to say her name because I don't really follow her methods, but somebody was using her clip as a vocal point to prove their point. And she was just like, men don't want you all up under them. They want you to be working so that you inspire them. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, that can look any type of way, though. It doesn't mean that you have to have a job or a business or be, you know, a gazillionaire to inspire a man. Like, all of this catering to, let me now. All of this, I just don't understand why we're doing all of this catering to and pandering to other people, when a lot of us haven't even figured out what we want for ourselves. Stay in the light. Stay on the lane that you're supposed to be in, doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing for yourself. You know, a lot of people will look at me and be like, oh, she ain't got this, or she ain't doing that because she on YouTube in her bonnet. Like, and that's where you go wrong. Assumptions and judging. You know, I hate, what sign are you? I don't even tell them. You ain't gonna judge me based on no sun sign. I am all of my chart, baby. And do it in love. Judgment free. Assumption free. Do it in love. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember. I, myself, am love. I am in love with myself. I care about myself. I care about my growth, my prosperity, my ingenuity, my growth process. I care about my healing so that I can help heal others. I care about my knowledge, so I read and I absorb knowledge. I care about my health, so I take care of my avatar. I care about my mental health, so I seek therapy and light workers to surround me so that I can be as free as a bird, and light as a feather. Even in times where I'm having difficulties understanding my transition and where things are going, I appreciate all that I am and who I am and what I am here to do. I appreciate the people around me that help me see me, even when I might disagree. But it is necessary for me to see. Why don't you do that? Tell yourself what you love about yourself so much. What you like about yourself. What you appreciate about yourself. And fuck a hater. You know what I'm saying? Because happy hoes ain't hating. And hating hoes ain't happy. And you stay blessed. Namaste.